Hey folks, and welcome to part 9 of my no killing challenge. This is attempt 3, and this week we're working through Cataclysm and Pandaria. So let's get started. Beginning with, we're heading to Vashir. We don't get far though. Once we gather the items we need for underwater breathing and save some other sailors, we're off to Pandaria. Yes, Cataclysm zones will not be good for us. Instantly in Pandaria we can't get started, but luckily we're not limited to the other quests in the area. We put out fires in one village, help save some cloud serpents, and spend a lot of time at the monastery training. Lots of requests here, including standing still for 2 minutes healing ourselves, to make sure we don't actually kill anything. While we're in Pandaria, it's time to talk about our newest method of gaining experience: treasures. This is the first place to have set treasures, and while some don't give much experience, many do. And with about 3 to 4 per zone, it's a fair bit of experience. With how bad Cataclysm is going to be for questing, I've complained before about quest chains already in the vanilla section of this, treasures here will be a valuable assistance. After the Jade Forest, we start in Valley of the Four Winds, before quickly heading through up to the stairs, not forgetting the treasures and quests here, before we go to Kunlai. Kunlai is another great zone, just like Jade Forest. Lots of hubs and plenty of quests. We help out the Pandaren at the start, then lots with the Jinyu in the west. After that it's 2 hubs with the Grummels, where we collect Lucky Doughs and more Lucky Charms, and then it's time to get started on treasures, and there are a lot of them here. Along the way we talk to Anduin, but we can't complete the trials of Zuin, so we just head to the mountain of Coffee with even more Grummels, and we also finally save some Pandaren. After that we head to the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. We're level 85 now, and that means that because of the level mix of Cataclysm and Pandaria, we can access the endgame of both expansions. So we start off here by picking up Chromie's teleport quest. Though we can't actually use the teleporter yet, as that requires level 90, but we're going to save on to that anyway. And we set our Hearthstone to the shrine. Now we're heading back to the Cataclysm zones, and we're going to start off with Deepholm. We investigate the Down Zeppelin and the Twilight's Hammergate, and then we take a portal back, going to Hyjal. Again, we do a single quest here, we collect fragments for a staff, but we also watch the endgame event where Thrall is captured. Cataclysm zones are pretty short, and only 2 of them have portals back to Stormwind, that being Deepholm and Mount Hyjal, and we've done both of those, so this is why we're spreading out Cataclysm zones, so not to waste our Hearthstone's cooldown. So this time we're going to head to Uldum, meet up with Agra, then promptly abandon Thrall, and then we start the breakout, where we collect some armour and burn some hay. After that it's Hearthstoning back to Pandaria. Back in Pandaria we're going to head south now, armed with the Krasarang's endgame quest. First up though is Valley of the Four Winds, and we've still got some good stuff here. We help out with a small Vision village where we collect some eggs and flowers, and then it's on to the tutorials for the farm, which surprisingly enough we can do without killing because farmers abhor violence. While we're here, let's talk about daily quests. I did daily quests in Northrend, but I choose not to do them in Pandaria. This is because dailies change daily in Pandaria, unlike pretty much all of them in Northrend. Whereas, on top of that, it's simply not needed in Pandaria to be honest, the treasures cover a lot of holes. Back to Krasarang, and it doesn't really have much for us. We hand in the endgame quest, but we can't do the follow-up. We investigate the starting village, and then promptly leave it to its fate, and then we help out the elves here. So that's pretty much us done. In fact, there's not even that many treasures here. Then it's on to Townlong Steps. Along the way, why not Dread Wastes? Well, that's quite simple. Since 8.3, the wall is phased, so you can't actually hand in the starting quest. It's not too big a deal though, as I'm fairly certain the next quest on would involve killing, and since the entire zone is locked behind the Paragons, the entire zone is basically something we can't do. So that just leaves Townlong, and it has a few hubs, one to collect flowers and another to collect even more flowers, and bomb the Mantid. Mantid supplies, not the Mantids themselves. Big difference. Treasures bring us along to level 90, and we're going to head to the Isle of Thunder. Now, we can't complete the starting scenario, but we can find the Shadow Path. And along the way, I find a quest to restore the Chamberlain. Then this happens.
What? Oh, fuck. What? Oh my word, oh my freaking frig.
And with that, attempt 3 is failed. All because I picked up a quest that sent me somewhere where you automatically kill bugs just by walking over them, not that it's mentioned in the quest text. Attempt 3 is promptly failed. I tested a lot of quests on my previous failed character, but since this quest requires level 90 and not level 85, they couldn't do it when they were here, as I did the quest in a slightly different order. Very big mistake, and one that I'm not going to make again. Literally, it's the only quest I didn't test, and it results in a kill. That's pretty typical. I was so gutted, especially on stream. Over 24 hours of playtime gone, namely because I was so confident I'd tested everything. I wasn't sure I had the energy to go for attempt 4, it's pretty disheartening to fail this many times. The starting experience, before mounts especially, is so long and tedious, and I really hate the cave. I really hate that cave in Teldrassil. But I did. After all, the victory cheers will outweigh the feelings for now. So we'll see how she progresses next week. Till then, thanks for watching.